The news around Sonic Racing Crossroads had been quiet lately. No trailers or reveals, besides one thing or two coming out. So, it's a perfect time to analyze the smart design of the game's portal system and why it was chosen as this game's main gimmick, and see if this video doesn't age when we finally get to play Sonic Racing Crossroads. With that said, make sure to sit back, relax, grab yourself your game design notes, and enjoy. So we'll split this into three parts. The first one is where you reach the portal. So as you can see here, there are two squares and two portals. One set and the other one random. The player who's in first place has to decide which one to take, and this will define the entire second lap of the race. This is a brilliant choice, as it isn't about complex decision making, risk reward, or any of that stuff. It's simply a choice. The player who's in first place is likely to be one of, if not the most stressed player in the entire race, especially with how chaotic this game looks to be. So even if the choice doesn't have any thought aside from personal preference and stuff, it will still add to the chaos, consequently to the excitement of either being stylish or getting your first place in the middle of that chaos. Now the racer in first place has decided which will be chosen, and you are teleported to the crossroad. I've seen some people online questioning why did they choose a specific selection of tracks to be normal tracks and others to be crossroads. But I think I know why. Let's analyze the crossroads and what they present. For example, Crake and Bane from Sonic and the Secret Rings. Mainly the beginning. They start with a transformation to boat mode. But why? Well, it's because when you go to crossroad, the change isn't just visual. It's the premise and the feel that change. When they design a crossroad, the opening is when the change is most represented through a transformation, since the place where you teleport to a crossroads is always normal round. If you look at this lava crossroad, you see it starts with a plane transformation. When you are past that time, it relieves a bit with a car section, to go back to plane mode with more gimmicks, to end the crossroad where you go back to the track with a car. Since Roulette Road doesn't have any transformations, it introduces its gimmick right at the beginning when you won't think much of the crossroad because of that, which is way different than the transformation placement and level design of the main tracks. The theory that the designers had on Sonic Racing Crossroads' gameplay is that things will feel way more chaotic with an instant change of multiple things happening. Even if things start becoming normal in the middle of the track, that won't matter because the player already felt that change and will feel it for the rest of the crossroad, clearing the need for the crossroads to be overly gimmicky, to then increase the transformations and gimmicks at the end of the crossroad. After you got out of the crossroads, the main track has changed. Some new paths have been added, and etc. This makes everything way more chaotic, as things are not the way that you expect. Sonic Racing Crossroads is about either keeping or getting at first place, or doing stylish stuff with drifting, tricks, and etc., which are enhanced by stronger game communication of how well you're doing in a new trick system in the middle of that chaos, in the flow you have from it. So that's why the track design and mechanics are all built around that chaos. Thank you so much for reaching to the end of this video. If you liked my in-depth gameplay analysis style, please watch this video, how you misunderstood every 3D Sonic game. It's literally just this, but about the 3D Sonic games. So please check that out. like and subscribe to spread this video to more people. Any interest in showing you ever my next video's credits, send me any Ko-Fi donation or become a paid Patreon member, with Patreon having 2-day early access to my videos and behind the scenes content. And with all that said, bye bye.